Welcome everybody back to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Hot D Season 2, House of the Dragon Season 2 official trailer. Sorry we're a little bit late on this. Things have been a little bit crazy, but for those who don't know, or maybe just come to our channel, we reacted to the first season of Hot D on the channel. We really liked it. We were surprised that we really liked it. I'm a huge Game of Thrones fans. We're both big Game of Thrones fans. Yeah, this is gonna be really interesting. Let's just check it out and then we'll talk about it after.
Errors were made in the hours following King Viserys' death.
Right. Understatement of the tri-century.
Many will die.
I know someone will be happy about it.
He is on the throne. There is no war so hateful to the gods.
Platinum here. Oh, we're going to the north?
Kin.
Looks like we're spending a lot of time in the north.
And no war so bloody as a war between dragons.
Jesus.
It looks so stressful. I already know I'm gonna be so stressed out.
Yeah. Yeah, as far as I know, the rest of the story is just fucking carnage. We got, like, the relationship build-up. Oh, there's a little bit left. Where is there? We got the relationship build-up, and a lot of stuff that was added to the last season. And from what I've heard, I don't know any plot details or anything really, other than the fact that that everyone is dead by the time that the main story rolls around. That's a big significant plot detail. And there's a little spoiler about Rhaenyra in the actual show that I haven't rewatched, but I do know that Joffrey mentioned how she died. And it didn't, and from what my memory, it didn't sound great. But there's not, I don't know the details, is what I'm saying. But from what I have heard is that, like, this war is insane, and that a lot of the recountings that come after in Fire and Blood, because it's all historical recounting, and that's how George wrote it. It's like it's more like a real history book. Like, we focus on, like, oh, there was this battle, and there's this battle, and then this person triumphed, and then that person triumphed, and then there was a little power imbalance here, and then they tried to fix that by doing this, and that's kind of like how the rest of the book goes. So
To see it all play out and, like,
yeah.
everything be, like, yeah, if something is written as a historical recounting, but then now you're adding in all of the emotions of all the people that are actually involved, and, like, all of the little details that, like, potentially get lost to history or, like, aren't recorded because they're an interpersonal feeling that no one other than that person and the people, like, in those conversations with them would have ever known about. I'm really excited, but I also am, like, I'm just so scared and so anxious just watching this because it seems so stressful. It's the kind of thing, it's like, it's just going to be a shit show, and, like, all of it was completely unnecessary, but
This is the
you
Shibuya
can't
incident
stop it. Exactly.
of Game of Thrones universe, of Song of Ice and Fire. Yeah. Obviously, the main thing that I'm concerned with is, as far as a quality thing, is hang on, I need to look up, is Fire and Blood books complete? I thought complete history.
Yeah, I think it's just like a book, isn't it?
I know, but I was confused if Fire and Blood was a complete story, if it was like the first of two of this recounting. I forget how that happens. It's not. There's just going to be a second volume. But the thing is, it's not, as far as I know, it's not, I know, it's not like Dunk and Egg, where it's like, it's not written like its own story, and then we know kind of how things turn out afterwards, but a lot of what happens is kind of obscured.
Yeah.
Like, in this, it's more of a historical recounting, and we also have the World of Ice and Fire, which I have on my shelf up there in the corner there by the Berserks. It's, we have a more clear sort of outline.
Yeah.
With regards to a lot of this stuff. But it's not 100% clear because a lot of the history was not recounted in a focused way, if I have it right. It can correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah. So there's a lot to it left kind of in the smoke there, or in the fog of war, and that's what worries me about, because, like I said, I from what I've heard, it's a lot more conflict oriented from here on out for the next, I guess it's going to be 3 seasons. this season, and then 2 more
That's
if the roadmap is still holding strong. So there's gonna, if you're gonna have like a dramatic show, people know the Game of Thrones cinematic universe as like being about the drama, about the politics and the scheming, and a lot of what comes next is very war oriented without a lot of the intricate details that are filled in, and a lot was added that was great with like Alicent and Rhaenyra's relationship that wasn't exactly how it turned out in the in the original source material. So there's a lot that they added that was like great and awesome. There's a lot that they sort of added, I guess, like later into the season, or like I'm specifically thinking about like episode 9, which was like, you know, you could argue about it, and it's not like a lot less people argue that like Rhaenyra and Alicent's relationship being developed more, and that being sort of in addition to the TV show. A lot of less people argue that like that addition is good or bad. A lot of people argue about like a lot of other things, like with chasing Aegon around the city, and that being like kind of a weird plot line of Alicent versus her dad. Like, you know, there's good and there's bad is what I'm saying. So there's more opportunities to fail, but there's also a lot more opportunities to succeed, and I hope it's more of a success.
I also hope that.
But as far as the actual trailer itself, was she looking at Rhaenyra? Was he looking at Rhaenyra here? No, it was just cutting to them, sort of a match cut there. Rhaenyra, I'm excited to see how dark mode she goes, because we left her off on a really rough note there at the end. And and they're more in the north by the looks of things. This looks like the north, maybe the Riverlands, but we know that Rhaenyra's younger or older son, her oldest son, was headed to the north to like negotiate with everything up there. Or was he headed to the Eyrie? I can't remember. I know he was going that. It's on the way from if you're going from Dragonstone to Winterfell, the Erie's kind of in between. But because Rhaenyra's mom was an Aaron, so it would make sense that he would be going to the. But they would kind of be on their side anyway. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he said that. I'm pretty sure Rhaenyra said that he was going to the north, if I remember correctly. It's been like a year since we watched or something. But I wonder how much of it looks like a lot of it maybe is going to be there. There's like battles going on in the north. They're like marching around up there.
Like forests and fields and areas.
Who is this person? Do we know this? Oh, this is Best Girl, isn't it? Isn't this Alicent's daughter, who's all talking about the spiders, and all talk about. Isn't that her? I can't quite tell. I was like, is that a new character? It's a weird angle.
She looks like, so I can't tell.
All characters change throughout the story. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. It's very interesting.
I agree.
Leave a like and subscribe. We'll see you guys this summer for more Hot D. See you next one. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.